Hello. I know it's super early and a lot of people aren't awake yet, and that's all right. I just needed some motivation this morning. Sorry about that. I had to turn my volume down. Hello, whoever just jumped into the chat. I see one person in here, but I know it's super early. A lot of people are still sleeping or doing their own thing, but I need some motivation this morning. It's been a lot of long days, a lot of early mornings, and I figured I'd get on here and get some motivation from you all and force myself to get my morning going. Hey, Warren Lewis, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. So typically I usually get up about 5 o'clock every morning. This morning and yesterday morning, however, I slept in until yesterday. It was like 6:30, and today I didn't wake up until like 6:45. I'm glad you're doing good. So good to see you. I got 5 people in here. Hello and welcome, whoever's in here. So yeah, summertime's here. The gardening's getting huge and starting to produce a lot. So I am staying super busy. Hey, Christopher, thanks for coming in. Hey, Firefly Farm. Good to see you. So I'm just trying to stay up on all the chores around here, including the garden and putting away everything that I am pulling out of the garden as well. Good morning, Pete. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. So that's what's been going on with me. I really have been scarce from YouTube. I haven't been out watching other people's channels, and I do apologize. I kind of went MIA. I just have a lot going on, trying to catch up on a lot of things. Recently, I just hatched out, let's see, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 20 baby chicks. So I've been trying to get them situated. I still have about 9 eggs in the incubator. If you follow me and have listened to me, I had a fox come in last spring and take out 62 of my chickens. So I was left with 3 chickens, and I was really thankful. 1 was a rooster and 2 were hens. So I am able to put those eggs in the incubator now and get those hatched up and build my flock up. So that's what I've been diligently working on. Good morning, Keto-licious. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. You guys, if you could, please hit that thumbs up on your way in and share me out if you would. So the baby chicks are now hatching. I've got 2 incubators going. Well, I did have 2 incubators going. 1 is on reserve and washed up and drying. I have more eggs coming in. So after a couple of days of collecting, what I do is I wait until I have at least 10 eggs. And then I'll go ahead and throw them in the incubator. And right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 eggs right now. So 5 more eggs. And then I'll throw those ones in the incubator as well. And then, so I don't want to give out too much information because I do have a lot of locals that do watch me, neighbors and friends and family. Excuse me. So I don't want to give out too much information, but I have a neighbor up the road that I've been very close with, and we've helped each other out on each other's. I have a homestead. They have like a 900-acre farm. And so every once in a while, me and Barrett will go up there and help them. They are an older couple. And, how do I say without giving too much information? They went to their hometown where their daughter lives in Oklahoma to visit for vacation, and had asked me to take care of their chickens and their house plants until they came home from vacation, which is fine. That's cool with me. I didn't have a problem with that. So, but there was a turn of events. Like I said, they're older, and both of them had some incidents that happened while they were on vacation. And the moral of the story is, or the purpose of the story is, they're not returning home to Ohio. So they're going to stay in Oklahoma from here on out, and they're not going to return. So I got a phone call the other day asking if I would like to have the chickens. So I am going to go ahead and adopt 6 more chickens, which they are all hens. So I'm really happy about. They never had a rooster. But I have been going to their house. It's probably like anywhere from every 2 days to every 5 days, collecting their eggs, not feeding their chickens, but collecting their eggs and watering their house plants. So now it'll be a little bit less of a chore because the chickens will be down here. I'll just have to continue watering the house plants, which isn't a big deal. And then to be able to get ready for those chickens and the chickens I'm hatching out, we had to mend fences and build a better coop for them. My chickens are a lot older, and they're used to free ranging during the winter time. And since the garden is starting to produce and get into full bloom, I always pen them up during the summertime so that they don't eat all my vegetation. So last 2 days, that's what I've been working on, is getting the chicken coop ready, getting the run ready, fixing the fences, and clipping my the chicken's wings that I have. My rooster is, he's a nice rooster, but he wants to be free range, so he flies out of the run. So that's what I worked on last night. I clipped all the chicken's wings and put them in there. And then sometime this morning, my husband, or probably this afternoon, he stayed up late. Sometime this afternoon, he'll go up to the neighbors and gather those chickens for me and bring them home. So I'm super excited to get them home and have some more eggs. And then I'll also, since they'll be with a rooster, their eggs will become fertilized too, so I can hatch them out if I want. So it's all good. Got 10 people in here. Hello and welcome. Moonlight Gypsy, good morning. Gemma's Journey, hello, and thanks for coming in. It's good to see all of you. I just figured I'd get on here. It's 7:22 here, and I figured I'd get on here and try to get motivated. Thank you, Gemma, for sharing me out. I appreciate you. You're such an awesome supporter. What else have I been up to? Lots. So I have a little partner in crime, I guess you could say, behind the scenes, another homesteader. Hopefully she'll jump on here in a little bit. I don't know. She's been really killing it with me. Yeah, it is a lot of work taking care of them, but it's worth it. So true. Oh, thank you, Gemma. Homesteading is a lot of work. I think a lot of people get a misconception that it's just a dream lifestyle. It's easy and you can just put it all together and do it. And it's not that way at all. I don't think enough homesteader shows, including myself, the hard work that goes into it and the struggles and everything like that. And not only is it physically hard, it's financially hard too. But so this, excuse me, this partner in crime, as you may call it, she has been wanting to learn more canning skills and things like that. So we've been linking up behind the scenes on like Facebook video chat, and we've been linking up about 7 o'clock in the morning every morning. And the whole purpose of it is just to team up and give each other motivation. I've been teaching her how to can and give her, she knows how to can. She just doesn't have the confidence yet to run that canner on her own. So that's what I'm hoping to provide her, to get more comfortable to can on her own. So we've been doing that at 7 a.m. every morning, and that's been lasting until about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. So we've been going hard for 3 days. I messaged her this morning, and she hasn't responded back yet, so she's probably still sleeping or just waking up or starting her day. I'm not sure, which is fine. That's okay. But for me, I'm a routine person. Once I start something, I like to stay to that routine. So that's what I'm trying to do. What did we do yesterday? So yesterday she worked on pinto beans, canning those. And while she worked on pinto beans, I worked on stocking my freezer. And what I did was my keto waffles. But I did a large batch of keto waffles. And I think I did 16 keto waffles, put them in a Ziploc baggie. I know the plastic is probably not the best, but that's what I had. So that's what I used. 16 of them in the Ziploc baggie, and I froze those and then went on with my day, cleaning, feeding the chickens, all that fun stuff. Let me check the chat real quick. Moonlight Gypsy, Jess, that is a lot of work. Yes, it is. I have been slacking posting videos. I'm kind of depressed. I'm sorry to hear that, Ketolicious. Yeah, it's hard. And that's another thing, I'm trying to do all this homesteading, take care of not only the homestead, but the household chores and, laundry and dishes and canning and everything else on top of that. And then weeding the gardens. It is a lot. Good morning, Nanya, Texas on the back 20. It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping in. Hey, Lady Casca, it's a long time. Good to see you. Van City, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, yesterday was super busy because I did the canning in the morning. Well, I did the waffles in the morning. And usually I clean as I go, which I did with the breakfast and the waffles. And then after that, I don't know what happened because it exploded, vomited in my kitchen. It is a hot mess now, and I got to work on cleaning that up. I was able to harvest a lot of peas yesterday, so I got those put up and in the freezer. And I harvested a bunch of radishes, which they're still out. I haven't even done anything other than wash those and let them soak. This is the second harvest of the radishes that I've done. They're soaking in water right now, but it's a really nice harvest. So I got to work on putting those up. What else happened yesterday? Oh, we also got a phone call from the food pantry. And if you don't know, the local food pantries, if they don't get rid of a lot of food, it goes to waste. So if they don't have people to donate that food to, they'll end up throwing that food away. So we got a phone call yesterday from our local food pantry that they had lots of stuff left over and wanted to know if we wanted that for the hogs, which we did. So we went in and got a lot of stuff for the hogs and brought that home. It's just been crazy. Thank you, Gemma. I'm really happy to see you too. Like I said, I don't know if you heard, but I've been MIA just trying to work around here and get done what I'm supposed to be doing here. 15 people, hello. We're dealing with fear of unemployment stopping. We are both disabled. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ketolicious. Yeah, SSI is ridiculous. Yes, I am picking my radishes. I'm picking them as they're ready. I don't like them when they crack or split. So I pick them basically every other day. Let's see. Are you pickling your radishes? No, I don't pickle them. I can them like I would potatoes. I know that's not an FDA approved recipe or canning technique, but it's just like a potato, and I've canned it like that for ages. So that's what I do with mine. Okay, I lost track what I was saying. Okay, Social Security. That's another thing. So, July 8th, I have been fighting for Social Security disability for my back for 2 years now. I finally have a hearing in front of a judge on July 7th. So all the prayers that I could possibly get to get approved for Social Security disability would be appreciated. I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get approved for, or if I don't get approved for this. This really needs to happen. So I've been really having that on my heart and my mind lately. And I'm just praying that I get approved this month or this coming month. It would be awesome. I've kind of been feeling quite anxious recently, but luckily had autism specialist nurse from my local hospital call me yesterday and made me feel much better. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Gemma. Yeah, the anxiety is a super huge struggle. Ketolicious, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sending prayers to you. Speaking of sending prayers to people, so some of you were in my live the other day, and I have a good friend here and mentor on YouTube, and his name's Steve Essex. He was in the chat, and he went in for a lung transplant. So it was pretty big, huge surgery, and I was really worried about him. It was really heavy on my heart, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. And I wish I would have gotten his wife's phone number or something so I could have stayed in contact, because I was worried to death. Him going ghost and silent, obviously, because of the surgery, really made me anxious, not knowing what was going on and everything. And he finally messaged me yesterday and got in contact with me yesterday and let me know that everything went good, and now he is recovering. So that took my anxiety down a couple notches. So I felt a lot better about that. He did say he is super sore, which is understandably. So hopefully he'll be back here on YouTube after he recovers a little bit. So I'm excited about that. I just really wanted him to make it through that surgery, because that's a massive operation. So today's plan is I got to get this kitchen cleaned up and ready, because Saturday, which is tomorrow, is a Ghost Preppers Live Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to be canning bacon. So I need to get this kitchen sanitized and ready for that. And that's going to be a pretty big ordeal too. Awesome. Nunya, Texas on the back, 20 to 40 jars of chow chow. That is amazing. See, and that's the thing. Like, I've been homesteading and canning now for 11 years, about 11 years. And it's like, I used to be able to do so much more. Now I can't. I am limited because of my back issues. And so, like, when I do a canning session, I can't do more than one batch at a time. It's just too much on me. So if I'm going to do a double bath, I have to have both canners running, and that's it. Like, I am done after that session. The prep work for it is just too much for me. I'm just trying to think what. So, like, the bacon, when you can it, you can either do a raw process of canning, and that's fine. It's all right. But the problem with the raw process is that you get a lot more bacon grease. And I need to talk to Ghost here today sometime if he's not here in the chat lurking. But I told Ghost that I wanted to do the raw pack method of the bacon. But the days that have been going by, I've been really thinking about it, and it's also been on my heart. I typically don't do the raw pack method. I do, sorry, traffic's getting crazy. I do the parboiled method, but I told him I wanted to do the raw pack method. So hopefully I could last through that whole live with my back and everything. But honestly, I was just being lazy, and I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it the parboiled way because I think the viewers here would be way happier with their end product. So instead of taking the easy way out, I'm going to get a hold of him and let him know that we need to parboil the bacon before the live. So it's going to be a little bit of prep work as well. Canning milk next week. Awesome. I love canning milk. Nunya, Texas on the back 20. I have eggs coming out my ears with my neighbor's chickens laying and my chickens laying. I think I have let's see. Yeah, I've got 4 dozen eggs on the kitchen table, and I need to can those up as well. I need to get them into my jars and can them. It's another non-FDA approved recipe, whatever. I don't care. I know what works for me and my family, and that's what I do. Yeah, yummy bacon. I hope everybody can make it over there to Ghost Preppers, because it'll be a really good live. Let's see, let me chat the chat. I'm just chattering away. My SSI guy called me yesterday, and I heard him say, if you don't get approved, you can re-sign up. I get so angry. My old man has cancer. They have not approved him either. See, that's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Like, obviously, there's physically evidence wrong with people that need Social Security. I understand some people work the system or whatever you want to call it. But there are legitimate people out there that need their Social Security. They need to be on there, and it just is so frustrating. I went to a surgeon a few weeks ago and had another MRI done for a second opinion. And I've always had my L4 and my L5 ruptured, had surgery on it. They re-ruptured. And in this recent MRI, they found 2 more blown discs. So it's just working up my vertebrae, these blown discs. So it's not like I'm getting any better or they have fixed me. So I completely understand the frustration, Keto-licious. It's horrible. Let's see. I have to sit when I cook and prep, and I understand. Yeah, I have to move positions constantly. I can't sit too long. Can't stand too long. Can't lay down too long. It's really hard to get comfortable. It's craziness. Lady Casca says, I'll come up there and you can order me around, Jess. That will learn how to can properly. Heck yeah, Lady Casca, I'll take you up on that offer. I'm trying to get people to come out to my property locally all the time to help me. I tell them all the time, you come out and help me weed or do this with the garden, I'll give you free produce. And nope, nobody wants to take me up on that offer. But yeah, I would love some help. Do some canning, whatever. Good morning, Ginger Ninja. Good to see you. And you can just sit there and tell me what to do. Oh, I wrap my bacon in butcher paper so you can. Yep, I do the same, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. And I haven't canned bacon in a long time, so I really need to do this and get it done because I'm out. I'm a bacon eater. Like, it's ridiculous. People will tell you that watch my lives in the morning. I eat bacon almost every morning. So When I canned bacon last time, I devoured it. It was ridiculous. I went through it like it was candy. Let's see. Nanya, Texas on the back 20 says eggs. Laugh out loud. We are selling 5 to 6 dozen a week, pickling and canning them. I don't pickle them. I just put them in a, what do I put them in? I can't think, you guys. A quart-sized jar and can them. I don't pickle them. I don't know if I like pickled eggs. I don't know if I would. I'll have to try it. But the thing is, people are really funny around here. Like, I live 8 miles outside of town. It's really not that far. And I guess the biggest thing is I do live in an Amish community. There's a lot of Amish around, so they can a lot. They sell eggs and stuff like that a lot too. But I have a really, really hard time selling eggs for some reason. I don't know why. Moon Phase, my partner in crime. Here she is, Miss America. How are you this morning? I hope you slept well. She did just wake up. I wish I was in the USA, Jess. I would help. Oh, thank you, Gemma. That would be fun. Hello and welcome. Let's see. I can't pronounce your name, and I'm sorry. But hello and welcome. I'm not even going to try because I'm going to butcher it. Pull up. I don't know. Hello, pull up. Oh. Hey, just exploring other path. Hello and welcome. It's been a long time. Good to see you. Ghost, I knew you were lurking. How long you been in here? Good morning and how are you? It's good to see you. I've been telling people why I've been MIA and haven't been around. Moonface says the cats woke me up at 3:30, so I wake up all achy and groggy. Ugh. So, Ghost, did you hear what I said about the canning of the bacon, or did you just pop in, or were you really lurking? Since you started, you lurker. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. So, we have here in Ohio, I don't know if, I know they ship all over the place, but I don't know if you guys hear advertisements or not. Have you ever heard of Harry and David? They're famous for their pears. So we got probably 15 boxes of pears for the pigs. Well, Barrett will eat on these too. But from the food pantry yesterday, they gave us these. So I got to get something done with these. It's ridiculous. I've been on a few lives, but I'm busy working on my house. Make some quenches and fritters. Is that what that means? I'm not awake enough to be reading. So yeah, Ghost, we need to talk today. So I don't know if you've been to sleep yet or what's going on with you. So if you want to come up on the panel, Ghost, and we can talk now, just let me know if you want to, and then I can delete the link really quick. Harry and David is also known for Moose Munch. They call it their premium popcorn, and I don't eat any of this stuff because it is not keto. Just checking the chat, seeing if Ghost wants to come up here. If not, don't feel pressured. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then that way we can talk about tomorrow's canning. Also, ooh, that's a new thing. So, what was it? 2 days ago, I well, it's been a while. I've been searching for sorghum poppings. Oh, you're fixing to pass out. Just wanted to show support. That's okay, Ghost. That's all right. I'll call you later. But I've been searching for popping sorghum seeds for quite a while, and I haven't been able to find them. I know Baker Creek sells them, but every time I have clicked on their website this year, they have been completely sold out. And the reason I wanted sorghum popping seeds so bad is because on keto, I can actually eat this. It is a low carb, low sugar, and low glycemic intake. So I finally found an individual that had sorghum seeds, and they sent me 45 seeds. So I was super excited. I think he sent me way more than 45, but we planted those in the garden yesterday. So they kind of grow like a corn stalk, but the difference is instead of growing ears, it kind of grows like, what is that called? The sumac, the edible sumac. It forms a head like this, and it's round at the bottom and it points at the top. And then that's what you harvest off of there, are these little seeds. And then you can actually pop them like popcorn, and I'm super excited. So those were put in the ground yesterday. Hey, Joe Morgan. Good morning. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Pull up. Harry and David is in Hebron, Ohio. Has really good Gouda cheese. Are you in Ohio? Are you local? Pull up. Or did you just look it up? Because they have a office in Hebron, Ohio, but they also are out of Oregon. All right, Moonface, if you want to come up on the panel after your study, let me know, and I'll put you on the panel. Oh, okay, you're in Xena. Yep, you're not too far from me. Not far at all. You are probably, let me look it up real quick. You're like super, super close to me. Yeah, you're about 37 minutes away from me. Oh, I forgot to pull my YouTube back up. Maybe someday. Let me look it up. That's awesome. I love when all of you come in. It doesn't matter who you are. I love it when you all come in. But for some reason, when locals come in, there's Ohio people in the chat. It just makes me excited. I wish I could find more people around my age in my area that were homesteaders that are pretty cool. Like the people I've met here on YouTube, they're pretty cool. Most of the people around me, they're jerks. Except for my neighbors, but my neighbors are moving. They're not going to be back, so I can call you Josh. Okay, thank you. That's much easier. So, yeah. All my cool neighbors are, leaving. I'm really curious, though. I guess I'm a nosy neighbor, but I'm really curious if they sell that property. Hopefully, they won't sell it. I don't know what's going to happen or what the future is going to bring, but I'm really curious what that property will bring because they have over 900 acres, so it's quite a bit. I'm in the UK, Sister Jess. You can't get rid of me. Oh, I wouldn't want to get rid of you, Miss Gemma. I don't want to get rid of any of you. It would just be nice, to have local people come hang out and talk or whatever. Or to have a cup of coffee with or whatever, you know. It would be nice. I don't know what's going on with my dog got me yesterday. That's right. I was sitting on the ground and my Great Pyrenees put his paw on my shoulder and went all the way down my back. Hey, Thomas. Oh, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. I hope all is well with you and Dawn. I miss you guys. I haven't been to your channel for a long time either, and I'm sorry. I wish many of the people here were my neighbors, right, Moonlight Gypsy? It would be so awesome. Hopefully next year I can come see you when I get a holiday. That would be awesome, Gemma. That'd be so exciting. Is that what happened? Yes, I promise. Rob, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Bigfoot Prepper, good morning. How are you doing? Bigfoot Prepper's doing some awesome stuff over on his channel. If you haven't seen him, check him out. I was watching some of his replay from yesterday, and as I was laying down in bed, I didn't get back into the house. It was bad. I woke up at 6:45, like I said, went and did everything I needed to do, and I laid down at noon. Now, I know it sounds like I, shouldn't be this tired because I get a nap every day, but when you have physical issues, sometimes those naps don't hurt. So I laid down at noon for a nap, and I woke up at 2, and then as soon as I woke up, I was up and at it again outside, and me and Barrett went from 2 o'clock until 11 o'clock at night working on stuff and fixing things. So when I came in, I was super tired, put Bigfoot's live on and listened for a couple of minutes, and I was out like a light. So I was there. I just didn't get to listen to it all. I'll have to play some more of it today. You want to see my Great Pyrenees? That's the puppy you have. Oh my goodness. My Great Pyrenees is huge. His paw takes up like my whole shoulder. And he's bad. He's in training right now. My Great Pyrenees, he was not a farm dog. He was not trained properly. He actually lived in a trailer, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I live in a trailer. But he actually lived in a trailer court and a trailer park. And I believe there were 6 people in that trailer living plus him. And he wasn't allowed to be outside on his own at all. So when he went outside, he'd have to be on a leash. So he was never around any livestock. So when I got him and brought him over here to my property, he has no manners. He has no training whatsoever. And I don't think he purposely killed him, but because he's so big and he doesn't know his size, he has killed a couple of my chickens. So he is on a chain right now outside, and we obviously take him off daily when we're out there. Then he is not on that chain. I know it looks horrible and everything, but that's what we have to do, or else he would kill my whole flock just trying to play with them. Let me catch up. Moonlight Gypsy, I'll hop on to, I don't know how long the connection will last, but here in a second, after I catch up with this chat, I'll go ahead and jump on StreamYard on my cell phone and see if I can walk out there and get, I don't know if it'll last that long, but we'll see. Firefly Farm says, Bigfoot, I loved your story. Yes. Sunflower Prepper, good morning. Good to see you. I'm listening on my way to work. Awesome. You be careful. See, Josh is saying he'd love to have Gemma visit. Oh no, on your back, Tom. I'm having more surgery on July 12th. Are you having a fusion, or what's going on, if you don't mind me asking? It's going to be busy and hot day. Lots of chores at some point later. I have to teach someone how to build a rifle. Oh, wow. That's going to be, I don't know. That would be hard for me to tell somebody how to do that. Yeah. He's a really good dog, and I got him when he was only 11 months old. But when he was 11 months old, he was just massive. He was huge. You guys, I just realized, ugh, my hands are so swollen right now. It's cutting the circulation. Oh, my wedding ring's cutting the circulation off in my finger. It turned my finger black. That hurts. Okay, let's see. My puppy is rough when playing. I had to redirect and correct her so I can see how he would know his own strength right. And that's the thing, because he hasn't been around any livestock or anything. It's so hard to retrain them. Let me see if I can jump into StreamYard from my cell phone. This might take me a minute. So be patient, please. 16 people in here. Please, everybody, make sure to hit that thumbs up and share me out if you have that ability to do so. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you like what you see here or any other videos and you're able, please consider joining my memberships. That would be awesome. Keto. I'm just trying to log into StreamYard from my phone. Oh, I don't want that. I need to log in. It's like Legos, Jess. It's not that hard. All the pieces go together. I'm just glad others are interested. Awesome. Get a clicker. What's a clicker? All right, Warren Lewis, I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you next time. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. I guess I can't type and talk at the same time, y'all. I'm having a hard time. The dog training clicker. Okay. I have to look that up. Oh, now it's going to redirect me to, I got to get the code now from Gmail. .com. Six. Okay, let's see if this works. It should. I do it every once in a while. Hopefully you guys won't see up my nose the first. Hold on. Thank you, Warren. I'll have to look that up, Moonlight Gypsy. There's a good YouTube video of trainer with a clicker training a livestock guardian dog. Training. I knew what you meant. I'll definitely have to look that up, because I want him to be with my animals. That was the whole purpose of getting him. And I mean, I can't really complain. I got him for free, and they are super, super expensive dogs. I've been wanting one for years and years, and the opportunity just literally fell in my lap. So I'm not complaining, but I do want him to be with my chickens or my hogs at one point, because that's what I got him for. And I don't want to leave him in a pen or on a chain. So we will see. Oops, I don't want to create. I want to enter. Enter studio. It might have a crazy noise here in a second, y'all. Oh, thank you, Gemma. You're beautiful too. Everybody in here is beautiful. I love the people that come into my chats. to my lives and all my videos because I just have the most wonderful, sweetest, nicest people. Mute that. That was super loud. Now, can I turn this camera around on StreamYard? Settings, camera. Ooh, I can. Back camera. Done. Okay, cool. All right. Let's head outside. Like I said, I don't know if the reception will last. We don't have cell phone towers in my area. So. Oh, it ended right on the porch. That stinks. So I did go out there, but you can't see him. Well, what I will do, Moonlight Gypsy, is I'll take pictures on him and I will post them to my members only tab. How's that? I'll do that today. I'll take pictures of him. He's a beautiful, beautiful dog. He's just massive. He's huge. He gets carried away. He is a very good dog. He loves me very much. He just is massive. He hurts me all the time. He don't mean to, but he does. I'm here. I tried to go outside Ginger Ninja and get my dog Brutus, my Great Pyrenees, on film for Moonlight Gypsy, but it didn't work. As soon as I hit the front porch, I lost that reception. I'm going to write that down, pictures of Brutus, because I will forget. I have so much stuff going on, pictures of Brutus. Members. So I'll get that done today, and I'll probably, depending on what we get into today, who knows? The homestead life is like, if you like suspense and you are a spontaneous person, get into homesteading because you never know what you're going to do every day. You can make plans. You can make plans all day long, but when you make plans, they are always interrupted and something always happens. Something always comes up. So we'll see. So, I got to tell you guys this. This was crazy. So yesterday, we did try to go up to the neighbor's house and get the chickens, but I wanted to wait until dark because if you wait until dark, the chickens will roost. So then I don't have to chase the chickens around. You can just grab them off the roost by their feet and catch them, right? So that was the plan yesterday. But I've seen my neighbor's coop. I've obviously spent a lot of time up there on their property, but I've never really examined their coop or been I've been up close to it, but I've never actually been in the run of it or anything. So when he built this coop, he built it by hand, and it's very sturdy. It's very, very heavy duty. He built this thing to last. But the one thing I didn't know is he never built a door for anybody to get in there. So the chickens have their door, so they can go in and out of the coop, but the coop doesn't have a door. It's all just one huge piece. And I'm like, well, how does he get the chicken out? And I guess he said that he never needed to get the chickens out. He didn't need a door, so he never built a door. So, we were up there, I think it was like 9:45 around that time, trying to get the chickens. And we couldn't because there was no door on the coop, and they were roosting inside the coop, which we couldn't get to. So my husband didn't really want to take the screw gun and take the whole thing apart and be responsible for that. So today what he's going to do is he's going to go up there this afternoon, and once they're out of the coop, then we'll go up there. And what we do when we need to catch chickens or anything like that, what we do is we take fishing nets, the ones with the long handles. It's just a huge fish net, and that's what we do to catch our chickens or turkeys or ducks or whatever we need to catch. So that's the plan today, but we'll see. It is already starting to get super, super hot. Good morning, Stars Prepper. Good to see you. We got another local Ohio person, Stars Prepper. It's always good to see you. So, yeah. And you guys were asking me earlier what I do with the radishes. And usually I always can them. But I think with this batch, just to make it easier on myself, I'm going to freeze them because I'm being lazy. Oh, we'll see. I almost want to go back to bed, but I can't. I've got just too much. Look at this mess. I've got too much to do. Like I said, this kitchen just like exploded in just a couple of hours, just because we have a small kitchen, and if you misplace one thing, it's a mess, it seems like. I'm sure that is true for a lot of people. I'll try to find that video and email it to you. Oh, okay. Thanks, Moonlight Gypsy. I appreciate that. So we got 9 people in the chat. Whoever's coming in, please hit the thumbs up. Share me out. You are cute, Stars Prepper. Hey, CJ. Good to see you. It's been a long time since I've seen you as well. So I guess I should do some stuff while I'm on this live. Excuse me. And that was basically the whole point, is to get motivated to get up and move around and do stuff. Oh, thank you, Stars Prepper. It's like too hot to put pants on. I can't handle it. I can't handle this heat. The dress is just much easier. Where's my cup? The dress is just much easier to throw on and stay cool and breezy. And my garden's pretty close to the road. It's just the way it is. I can't really move it. So even though I wear dresses, I always have shorts underneath because I'm always in the garden on my hands and knees or whatever. Hello, Riley. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Oh, the Granville community sales this weekend. I'm so jealous. I can't do it, but I've missed so much this year. It's all right. There's always next year, right? So, for people that doesn't know, there is a town close to where I am, and it's called Granville, and Granville is a very high-class community, and they do have a lot of farmers and stuff like that too there, but they're a very high-class, very wealthy community, and when they have yard sales, it is amazing because they get rid of their stuff dirt cheap. Ginger Ninja, same. Always wear biker shorts or bloomers. Awesome. Stars Prepper. That'll be cool. You know my heart. Little bottles. It doesn't take much to make my heart content. I don't know. I brought my cell phone in when it was. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I misplaced it already. I had to go into town yesterday and get prescriptions filled that my doctor wanted me to have, and to go to the food pantry. And when I was in there, my friend had, I guess she's a ex-coworker I used to work with for years and years, and she was having a yard sale. And I didn't know about it. It just happened to pop up on my Facebook community notification, and it was right by where we were going. So I popped over to her yard sale, and it was funny because she's in town. She doesn't have any livestock or anything like that. But of course, I'm looking for homesteading things, like canning jars or rings or lids or anything like that, little bottles. And I happened to look under one of the tables, and she had a whole roll of wire and the yellow fence post for the electric fence that holds the electric fence. And I'm like, what do you want for these? And she was like, $2. I was like, okay, I'll take it. It was literally my last $2, but that is fine because those things are expensive. And I'm like, what do you even have this stuff for? And she was like, I don't know. She was like, I don't even know what it is. And I was like, it's electric fence. That's what the wire is. And I said, then the electric fence post holders. And she's like, yeah, I don't know how we got these or why we have them. It's funny. Are any of your all's towns canceling for 4th of July? I haven't heard anything yet. I haven't really checked into it. The town we live in, I think, is pretty rebellious to rules and laws. So our town is getting a lot more comfortable with not wearing masks and following the sheep, I guess you could say. So I don't know if they will be canceled this year or not. I hope not. They were canceled last year. It's a bummer. And the cool thing about it, though, is like when they set off fireworks here in my local town, you can see them basically anywhere that you're at. So I can stay home and see fireworks depending on what direction. I'm smack dead in the middle of everything. Either direction you go, north, south, east, or west, there's a town at least, 8 miles away. So in any direction, I can see those fireworks from home. I don't even have to leave, which is awesome. All of our country fireworks are going on. We just don't have Red, White, and Boom anymore. Awesome. So Red, White, and Boom is our big, huge fireworks show in Columbus, Ohio, and it is massive. I don't go there and haven't went there. I think I went there twice in my teenage years, but it's just so packed full of people. It's insane. You think they're having them there, Firefly? That's awesome. Yeah, I miss having the fireworks last year. We got 11 people in here. That's awesome. I just figured I'd start my morning with all of you. But you see what I'm up to. See the behind scenes with Keto Homestead with Jess and what I do. Basically, this is what I do every morning other than getting on live here. But basically, I wake up in the morning, go to the restroom, get my little morning routine done, and then I head to the kitchen for coffee and start whatever I'm working on that day, like prepping radishes. And that's the thing, people always are asking me, do I blanch my vegetables? I don't ever blanch my vegetables. I know you're supposed to, but I do not. I used to in the past to see the difference, and I don't like blanching vegetables. If I want to do something different, like say that I cut these radishes up and I blanch them and put them in the freezer. Well, when I pull them out, if I want to do something different with them, I can't because they're going to be mushy. But say I cut them up like this, put them in my bag, put them in the freezer without blanching them. Later on, if I decide I want to can them, I can go ahead and pull them out of the freezer and can them and not worry about them becoming mushy. Where my son lives, they shoot them off. His flight instructor had a party in her hangar there. Oh, that would be awesome. You went there for 26 years straight? No, thank you. That's way too many people for me, Stars Prepper. I went to New Orleans for 4th one year and watched the fireworks. I bet that was insane. Your neighborhood's already shooting them off every night. Yes. I do not like blanching them. They do make them soggy, in my opinion. It's just the way I do it. And if you do it differently, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I need to pull the YouTube up on my phone so I can watch the chat while I'm cutting. There we go. I do that with my lemons. I buy and slice, freeze, and cut them thin enough so no squishy when I get them out. Yeah. Now, I guess it depends because, like, if I'm doing like a mixed vegetable, like what I do is I still like for example, like my peas, I'm still collecting peas off the vines, and what I do is I'll just take them off the vine. I don't even wash them or anything. I just throw them in a a pillowcase in the freezer. And then once I have enough vegetables of many kind, like peas, some green beans, some carrots, and things like that, then I'll pull them out of the freezer once I have enough of everything. And then I'll blanch them. I'll let them thaw out a little bit and blanch and refreeze them. It depends though. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Last year was it last year? Last year our garden didn't do so well. I mean, we still have enough produce and stuff like that, but it wasn't like massive amounts of food coming out of the garden, which was fine because my back was not good last year or the year before. So we really didn't try hard at gardening that year. Basically, we gardened for fresh tomatoes and mainly for the animals to feed them through the winter and through summer. I was in South Carolina and they were going off. When I was a kid, I lived near Boston. We could go on the roof of the apartment building and look in every direction and see them. So that's awesome. That would be cool to see. How can people afford fireworks? I have no idea, Lady Casca. Not sure I want to get into canning. Vacuum sealing seems more my speed. Yeah, but canning is really nice. I love vacuum sealing too. Um, but canning is just nice because all you gotta do is take it off the shelf, and if you don't even want to heat it up, you don't have to. You can just open a jar and start eating. And it makes it so convenient. Especially like for me, for like things like bacon that take a little bit of time to cook. Um, Standing in there in one position for a long time really hurts my back. And if I can can up a bunch of bacon at one time and then just open a jar later on and plop it in the skillet just to heat it up, that is awesome to me. Is the rain not hurting your garden? More rain coming as well. I keep covering what is on my deck so that it don't lay down. I have to confess, no garden this year. My neighbor gives me stuff. That's awesome, Firefly. It's all right. Sometimes you just can't get one out. I completely understand. And the garden, the rain isn't hurting my garden. It's just making it grow like crazy. I do have a couple of videos that I'm working on to get out to you all. Hopefully I'll be able to get those edited and out. But I do have 2 garden updates that I haven't got out onto my channel. And it's funny though, because one garden video was like 2 weeks ago. It really wasn't that long ago at all. Maybe it was even a week ago. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the date. And then the other video is just the other day. And the difference between whenever the first one was done until now is remarkable. Like, all this rain made it pop up so huge. So I'm assuming this next week, where we have 5 days of rain supposed to hit us, that it will just get bigger and bigger. We'll see. Hopefully it's not so much rain that it floods the garden out and kills everything. All right, CJ, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you next time. Is anybody planning on putting out a fall garden in here? I came across I guess I didn't come across it. Somebody, a channel had commented on one of my videos, and usually if somebody comments on my video, I go and try to check out their channel if they have one and see what they're all about. And I had a homesteading garden channel comment on one of my videos the other day, so I went to head over and check out their channel and see what they had. And the first video that popped up was planting a fall garden. I'm like, no, not already. I just started. It's too early to be thinking about fall. And that's another thing we need to do. We heat with nothing but wood. And we were pulling, I need to do videos on that too. We were pulling trees that had fallen down in the creek, and the creek is dammed up in certain places because of the trees falling. So we've been slowly working on getting those trees out of the creek. And then we'll also use those trees for firewood. But we really need to get our butts in gear and get firewood this year. Last year for us was a really horrible, horrible year. And I'm not saying this to complain or anything, but I'm just sharing with you, because if you're not prepared, this is what happens. See, I'm going to check the chat real quick. We used to have an acre garden here. That's awesome. That's huge. Yes, but it's hard now. Mm-hmm. Hey, Simply Southern Roots, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Jess, I went and visited Lazarus Homestead. Check out. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I have to check out that video. That's so cool. So last year, like I was saying, was a really hard year for me. My back was out. I was having a lot of back issues. My husband he has blood clots in his legs, and he also has back issues, and he had a torn rotor cuff last year. So he was having a really hard time. I was having a really hard time, and we can't afford just to go out and buy firewood. But we have to put the work in and collect our own firewood. Well, last year we weren't able to do that, and we tried to get people to help us, and we even offered to split whatever wood that we can get done with them as payment, and we couldn't get anybody else to help us. So this past winter was just the most miserable winter. We didn't have a good garden season, so we didn't have food stocked up, we didn't have wood stocked up, and a lot of those days we froze. We didn't even get out of bed. We just stayed under the electric blanket because it was so cold. But the importance of the story is that you really need to be diligent in stocking up what you need, and we really need to focus on that at least one day a week. I need to get ourselves on a schedule of what needs to be done on this homestead what day and try to stick to that. Most of what I planted I can do year round in the house. If I could figure out where the sun is going to be, I have celery and Brussels sprouts that. Okay, that's awesome. For some reason, for the life of me, cannot grow celery. I've tried and tried and tried. Celery hates me, which stinks because I love celery and I use it a lot in my chicken stocks or beef stocks. So it's kind of depressing when I can't grow celery, but it is what it is. $14 people in here. Hello, whoever's in here. It's good to see you. I'm glad you joined us. And anybody in the chat also, if you want to help me out, I would really like to get my watch hours up. That would be awesome. Anytime I can get watch hours up, it really helps my channel. So I don't really like promoting that all the time. I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing it, but to keep our channels alive and running, we have to have the views. We have to have people watching us. So if anybody is interested, I would love for you to run one of my playlists, whatever playlist you would like. I'm glad I'm not married. Oh, I was going to say, where'd that come from? Firefly Farm says, I've been divorced for 17 years now. Hard holding down the fort. Oh, yeah. I bet. Me and Barrett's talked about that, too. Like, if anything ever happens to him, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because, 5 acres is a lot for me to take on. But not only that, with my health issues, I don't know if I can do it. I guess it depends on who you're married to. Like, I always said I'd never get married. I didn't want to be married or anything. I was with Barrett for 10 years before we decided to get married, though. He had asked. I didn't want to be married. I guess a fear of being divorced. I didn't ever want to be divorced, so to avoid that, I just said I'd never get married. But we were together for 10 years before we got married. honestly, it's probably one of the best decisions I've made. He's my best friend. I guess, like I said, it depends on who you're married to. And I ain't gonna lie, like, our marriage isn't always sunshine and cookies or whatever you want to call it. We have our days, and he gets on my nerves, and I get on his nerves, and we've got to go to separate sides of the property. But for the most part, we're best friends, and I think if we were separated, we're used to being around each other 24 hours a day, every single day. So I think that, if there was a day that we got separated, it wouldn't be very fun for either one of us. Stars proper. I did figure out I have romaine, I can never say that word, chamomile, and purple cone flower. I have to research them more. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Southern Bell teacher, good morning. It's good to see. Bigfoot prepper. Look at that. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Love you, Jess, from Bigfoot and Lake. I love you both. You're so awesome. If you guys don't know Bigfoot and Lake, which I'm sure you do, everybody knows them. Awesome people. Love them. And they are always #1 supporters of me. They're always there to lift me up and root me on, and just awesome people. I love them. Stayed up too late last night. Yeah. It's hard for me to stay up late anymore. As soon as I lay on the bed and I try to watch somebody, I just pass out. That's all right, Southern Bell teacher. I get it. It's so hard to watch streams when you're on your phone and chit chat. I hate being on the phone and trying to text and tag people, and it's horrible. I think they should make it a little more friendly user. I met my ex in college, married at 23. That's really young. Right now, I just had taken some radishes out of the garden yesterday. I was explaining to people here in the chat that it's just been super crazy on the homestead. We're trying to get everything done. I picked these radishes yesterday and hadn't had a chance to put them up. So that is what I'm working on now. I'm just cutting off the ends and bad parts and putting them in a Ziploc bag so I can freeze. And we try not to waste anything here on the homestead. So if you see here, hopefully you can see in here, there's quite a bit of ends and bad pieces. This will all get taken out to the pigs, and they will get to munch on those as an afternoon snack. My Aussie garden and kitchen. Hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Can't stay long, just making sure I hit the thumbs up and say good day. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, Bigfoot, that's sweet. Thanks for showing love and blessing. Bless you, right? Ginger Ninja is awesome. I really appreciate it. Nose picking. Good to see you. Long time no see. See, y'all, Firefly, making me jealous here. You get to go visit everybody. I know there was, I don't know if it's happened yet or not, but there was like a meetup in South Carolina, in North Carolina. I don't know. I always get the two confused. But there was a meetup going on, and there's a lot of homesteaders that live in that state that I really like to communicate with and talk to and watch their videos. And I just wanted to throw a temper tantrum because I can't go. But I think it would be awesome to go to meetups and go meet people, to actually just see people in person that you're spending so much time with on YouTube, you know? I'm hoping one day I will find other YouTubers that are in my local town or homesteaders that are close to me or preppers. That would be awesome. I guess I'm kind of leery about it too. I say I would like to, and then I'm kind of nervous at the same time. Because I don't want any like crazy whack job showing up either. I mean, I would hate to have to feed someone to the hog. Just joking. We were going to do it in May, but switched the meet up until September. Oh, okay. See, and then if I was to go to a meetup, and that's like, I think, is it North Carolina or South Carolina, Ginger Ninja? I can't remember. But wherever it is, I looked it up, and I think it's like 8.5 hours away from me or something like that. So it's not that easy when you're a homesteader just to get up and go, at least not for us. You know, I got hogs and cows and goats and stuff that I have to take care of, and God forbid if I went out of town, one of those hogs got out or something, I could be reliable for anything that they do. If, you know, they cause a car wreck or destroy somebody's garden or anything is possible, and I need a farm sitter or something, a homesteader sitter if I was to go out of town. So I don't like to leave my home for very long periods of time. I'm just catching up on the chat again. Prepper Nurse 1 has me up next month, and Papa Prepper has one in October. I'd give you room for a quick vacation. I would love to go, Stars Prepper. Oh, I would love to go. I don't know anybody that would be willing to come over and feed the hogs. Most people are scared of my hogs because of their size, which is crazy because my hogs are like super nice. It's just like owning a dog. I guess I understand because they're so big, but if they got out and somebody had to chase them, it would be quite scary, I guess, for them. But I'd have to have somebody over here that really knew what they were doing. Have a meetup in your yard, Jess. I think my husband would have a heart attack, Stars Prepper. He'd be like, what are all these people doing here? And I don't think that would be very safe. Like, what if one of my stalkers showed up or something? And then, I mean, I know anybody can find out where I live anyway, but I don't know. It's kind of scary to invite people to your house. You never know. Firefly Farm says I'd come. I don't know. I'll have to discuss that with my husband, see what his first reaction is to that. I'm afraid to use this pull saw. I feel you. I just missed family reunion in Tennessee last week because I didn't have an animal sitter. My dog would bite anyone that doesn't live here. Aw. See, that's so sad. I think that's like a really important thing to do, especially with family reunion. I haven't went to a family reunion since I was probably 14, and it wasn't even my family. It was like, I guess it's my family, but it was my step uncle's family that we went to in Kentucky. And it was really fun. I love the family reunions, but that was the only one I went to. And my side of the family are nuts, so we don't go. And Barrett's side of the family, they're all older and have either passed away or not in good health. Stars Prepper, they can park at my house and we can shuttle them to yours. Laugh out loud. All right, we'll park them at your house and then we'll have to blindfold them and bring them to my house so they don't know it. You're hilarious. I love pigs too, Firefly. My husband doesn't so much, but I love them. I couldn't imagine being here without them. Now, see, we are all preppers, so everyone would show up packing, and your stalker wouldn't stand a chance. Where are you at, Firefly? What state are you in? I know I've asked before. I just can't keep track of everybody. I can't even keep track what state I'm in half the time. Okay, that's what I thought. I think Firefly's in New York as well. Stars Prepper is here in my local town, Firefly. She is in Ohio. And me and Stars Prepper have met up actually a couple different times. So that was pretty awesome. That's the first time I've ever met anybody from YouTube in person. It was fun. All right, radishes are done. Puree. So, yeah, last night for dinner, I made salad from the garden. I ain't even washed my dishes. Horrible. Anybody want some salad? My dogs eat really healthy, too. I would love to go to a meetup and meet so many in the community, but being in Australia, but it's just a bit difficult, right? I'm just too shy. It's sad. Oh, we're going to fix that, Stars Prepper. I'm going to make you a wild child. No. But yeah, my Aussie garden, I totally agree. I have so many Aussie people that I like and follow on YouTube. I would love to come to Australia and visit. One of my very dear friends is on YouTube from Australia, and they have just moved and they're creating a bed and breakfast. They're creating a bed and breakfast on their property. Oh, I would love to come stay at the bed and breakfast. Although I am kind of scared because Australia, y'all have some crazy, crazy critters there. Steve Essex! Woohoo! It's good to see you. I'm so excited. Everybody, please welcome Steve. He made it through lung surgery. I'm so happy to see you. Jess, when we ever get back to Ohio, we could stop by for a bit. That would be awesome, Bigfoot Prepper. I would love that. I am so glad to see you, Steve. I'm sure you're still in the hospital recovering from the lung transplant, right? Or I don't know. These days, they kick you out as soon as they possibly can. I hope you are healing well and doing better. So you say. At Bigfoot Prepper, oh my God, don't forget about me, laugh out loud. I'm minutes from her, just saying. Trying to steal my lightning there, my thunder starts Prepper. No, I'm just teasing. Yeah, if Bigfoot Prepper and Lake Fair showed up at my house, I'd be calling you. You better get your butt out here. I have to have Barrett come pick you up. Stars Prepper. Yes, praise the Lord. Steve is here. I've always wanted to own a bed and breakfast. Yeah, it would be awesome. I'm still here, and I hope to go home next week. Awesome. Yeah, Bigfoot Prepper didn't live too far from us, Stars Prepper. Perry County. I spent a lot of time in Perry County in my teenage days. Yes, healing prayers for for Steve. Thank you, Moonlight. I'm doing okay. Just trucking along, living day by day. That's all we can all do. Some days I have my good days, some days I have my bad. The only thing we can do is keep pushing forward. But that's the amazing thing about the YouTube community here is that you really, really motivate me. I don't know, I've never really went into my story, but after my back surgery, I didn't really do physical therapy. We were really, really in a bad financial state after my back surgery. I got my car repossessed. We didn't have gas. We couldn't really just go up and do anything. They wanted me to do physical therapy 3 times a week after back surgery, and I couldn't do it. So I basically did all my physical therapy myself, and I taught myself to do physical therapy. But I was super, super depressed. I laid in bed a lot of times. I mean, I did my physical therapy while I was laying in bed, but that wasn't healthy. I was super depressed. I cried a lot. And I just felt hopeless. What am I going to do now? Basically, it was like my life ended. I couldn't work. I couldn't take care of people anymore. And that's my nature. My nature is to love and take care of people. And it was pretty devastating to me when I realized I couldn't go back to work and I couldn't take care of people anymore. So my spirit was pretty broken. And I laid in bed for months and months and just depressed and crying. And I don't know why or what turned that event, but I somehow decided I was going to do a YouTube channel and making commitments to YouTube and forcing myself to be on YouTube and to communicate with other people, especially people that have back issues like me. That gave me hope, and it gave me a determination and a purpose to get out of bed every single day. So I guess I can credit all my viewers here, my supporters, my watchers. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably still be in bed depressed. But honestly, you all were the support I needed to get up out of bed and start living my life again. Yes, my Aussie garden and kitchen. Please check out Steve Essex channel, and Steve, check out my Aussie Gardens channel. Both great channels. If nobody here knows Steve Essex, he does have a YouTube channel. He creates intros and outros. He is so amazing. He's very creative. He obviously is on the mend now, so it'll be a while. But once he recovers, he loves doing intros and outros or whatever you would like for him to do. He's amazing, and all he asks is that you subscribe and comment on his videos, and that's it. That he does some amazing work. I gotta get to work. Have a great day. All right, Bigfoot Prepper, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and safe, and you have a blessed day. Yes, Steve does a lot. Well, I think 90%, 95% of my intros, Steve does for me. And I'm so happy that our paths crossed and I got to meet Steve. He's an awesome guy. Steve Essick, Miss Jess, you're amazing. I'm not amazing. I'm just an ordinary person trying to survive and help lift others up and bring hope, I guess. Bring hope to others. If Stars Prepper needs something done. Stars Prepper doesn't have a channel. She's just an awesome supporter of the homesteading and prepper community. I shouldn't say just. She's an amazing person that supports all of us. But maybe one day she'll have a channel. We'll see. Thank you, Nose Picking, for putting Steve's link up. I appreciate that. Susanna, hello. I love watching you. You're amazing too. Oh, thank you, Susanna. Appreciate that. So yeah, that's what created this YouTube monster of me. And then for a little bit there, when I first got onto YouTube, I was everywhere. I was in everybody's live on every single panel. It didn't matter what channel you tuned into. I was on somebody's panel, whether that was in the homesteading, the prepping, the keto, the Australian channels, or I was everywhere. Stars Pepper, I live through everyone else. That's like your famous quote. That's what you always tell me. So funny. Steve says if you're wanting something done for your channel, email me at Steve Essex Designs. That's me. I want to support all of you. Yep. That's the thing. That's I guess the bad thing about being a creator Stars Prepper is that I mean, I want to support everybody else too. I want to be on everybody's channel, but it's so hard to get the time to do that when you're trying to take videos and upload videos and edit and do live streams. And YouTube is literally a full-time job. And I don't think people realize how hard and how time-consuming YouTube is, but it really is. And I don't know. It's just hard to get out there and watch all your favorite creators like that. And there's so many. There's only like one of me, and there's like at least, I think I'm subscribed to 200 and let's see. Let me check it out. $256 channels I'm subscribed to. If I try to watch every single buddy's video every day that is a creator, I would never get anything done. Like, it's just insane. But that doesn't mean I don't love them or try to support them and, you know, be there for them. It's just, I'm only one person. I wish I could hire a team to say, you know, hire a team that could make comments for me and watch other people's videos for me. But that wouldn't be good either, because then I wouldn't know what's going on. I don't know. It's a struggle for sure. So is anybody in here doing the canning live tomorrow over at Ghost Preppers? I'm curious if any of you are going to be over there. I'll come up with something new. Hey, Juju. B, how you doing? It's good to see you. Susanna. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of channels. And I'm like went through to try to edit the channels, you know, to like cut down on the channels that I'm subscribed to. I can't. There's too many people I love and adore. I can't cut them. You need 20 monitors. No biggie. Laugh out loud. I have 2 monitors in my computer room and my studio room, and 2 monitors is enough. I can't imagine having more than 2. 2 gives me a headache. If I had, how many monitors did you say? What, 20 monitors? If I had 20 monitors, my whole studio, my whole room would look like a security room or something. That'd be crazy. Lady Casca, I hope you're okay. I hope your ankle, the swelling comes down and feels better. Joe Morgan says I'm subscribed to well over 400 channels. I have to just watch what I can. My life is important to live, not to be on screen all day. Right, Joe Morgan? That's the thing. And we need our vitamin D, like, especially me. I'm always deficient in vitamin D. I got to be out there in that sun. I can't be cooped up watching a screen all day. Makes me happy to see you again, Steve. Oh, I was so worried about you. And it was funny because, like, every day, you know, throughout the day, I'd be like, oh, still haven't heard from Steve. I wonder what's going on. I hope he's okay. And my husband's like, seriously? He was like, why didn't you get his wife's phone number or something so you could be informed if you were going to be worried about him this much? And I was like, I didn't think of it. That wasn't like what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Steve and if he was going to be okay. I am watching. I still am hurting for a pressure cooker. Maybe the yard sale will give me. Okay, I'll make a deal with you, Stars Prepper. I have 3 pressure canners, and I will give you one of those pressure canners if you come out to my house. Maybe next weekend. Your husband can bring you out, and I will set you up with a canner. You let me know what you think. Okay, let's see. My chat's jumping too fast now. I can't read. Hold on, give me a second. Let me catch up, see what was said. Okay. I messed it up, stepped wrong, and my foot went sideways. My ankle touched the ground. Ooh, dang. I've done that before. That hurts. That hurts just reading that. I might go to Ghost. Southern Broil teacher says Milkmaid is always pushing me somewhere. I don't do bacon, so I may come up with an alternative if I go. Milkmaid's always pushing you. I love her. I have my leg on the desk at work. Yes, it needs to be elevated. Get that swelling down, Lady Cass. Thornhaven, hello. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Boss just looks at me again. Yes. I have everything else I need for canning. I just want to do a pressure cooker the first time. Well, come over. Oh, you wait to see your new one. I can't wait. I'm excited. Lady Casca's laughing at me. I knew you were going to say that, Stars Prepper. Hey, I've got to cohorse you out here somehow. Once you get here, Stars Prepper, you won't ever want to leave. I promise. I don't know, Nose Picking. I think you're doing a pretty good job. I thank you so much for dropping those links for me. Let's see. Aussie Garden Kitchen. Okay, 11 p.m. here. I need to go feed the dog, lock up the chickens, do dishes, etc. I told my wife I would do it 3 hours ago. I'm so behind. Bye, everyone. All right, my Aussie Garden. I hope you stay happy, healthy, and safe, and have a blessed evening, and we'll see you next time. GGB says, I would drive halfway across the country for that deal. I've had that happen before. I switched ice every now and then put some and wrapped it, barley walked on it, had to take the bus. I fell getting off of it. I hope it gets better. Oh, it's a challenge. It is a challenge, Stars Prepper. I'll be waiting for you. You and a pressure canner. Yes, please. A little rainy here, but all chores are done and have some coffee and Bailey's now. Oh, now I'm going to have to get some coffee, Thorn. I got all my chores done this morning. I got all the, I let the chickens out, fed everybody, watered everybody, and came in here and decided to do a pop-up live and try to get motivated to do what I need to do here in the kitchen because I don't want to. I hate cleaning the kitchen. Hey, the best life. It's good to see you. Good morning. My garden is flooded. My animal area is flooded. I'm ready to go to retirement community and just play bingo and donuts. Really? I mean, like, Gypsy, you are way too young for that. Oh, that's hilarious. And the minute you went into that retirement community, you would be saying, what the heck was I thinking? I'm going to put you back up here with me. So, yeah. All you are my motivators to get things done when I really don't want to do them. But I have to get this done so I can be prepared for go to the live tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I filled my sink way too high. And I've got water coming down in front of me. You guys do that in your belly? I guess you're not doing dishes right unless your stomach is wet from all the water. Jeez. I don't know where my dish towel went to that I had out. I need my phone so I can see the chat in front of me. In 6 months, I can be old enough. I don't believe that for a second. I'm like Gypsy. Best Life says, I hate cleaning the kitchen too, so it is dirty. Yeah. I've actually done really good. I've kept up on the kitchen and everything for like a week. There hasn't been any dirty dishes. I've been doing them as I go, and I've just really kept this kitchen clean and spotless. And then yesterday, like, I don't know, we just had so much going on. We didn't even eat dinner, which I don't like to eat dinner late at all. I like to have dinner at least by 4 or 5 o'clock. And we didn't even get dinner done and ate until 9:30. It's crazy. All right, Nose Picking, thanks so much for all your help. I hope you have a happy, healthy, and safe day. Stay blessed. I don't know how I missed that comment, but I did. Yep. You think drama and gossip is bad in the regular world? Go into a retirement community or a nursing home. Oh. Moonlight, you need to win the lottery so you can get away from those sinkholes and bloody messes. Bless your heart. I wish I could win the lottery. I guess you have to play it to win, though. I think if I ever won the lottery, I'd build a commune. Build a commune of like-minded people to Homestead. What I always dreamed of and would love to do is buy a whole bunch of acres, like, I don't know, 300-400 acres. And I've always thought about this, and whoever lives there with me, whether that's family or friends or whatever, they get their house, on one end of the property, so we're not all clustered together. You have your own privacy. And in the middle of that property, have one huge pole barn where it would be nothing but a barn to can. Huge gardens, everybody worked together, cattle and things like that. And then in that big, huge pole barn in the middle of the acreage, we could all come together and can together and harvest or butcher or do whatever we needed to do. And then, divvy that up between all of us equally. I think that would be such an awesome thing to do. Me too, lottery. I could hang out with our elders all day. Yeah, I could too. Or at least most of them, some of them. It just depends. It's really hard sometimes. Although, the other day, speaking of elders, not that he's elderly, but he's older than me, I drove by Haas's house the other day, and he was outside, and he had his trailer out, and he was loading up all his tractor Stars Prepper, and I waved at him, honked at him, and everything. He seen me, but I imagine he's loading up all his tractors. He does a lot of shows. Have you ever been to the fairs when he shows those tractors, Stars Prepper? I'm not sure what fair he's loading up for, but he must be loading up for some fair to bring out all these tractors. I'm in. Wouldn't that be awesome, Firefly? Born and the best life is talking about which was motivation. That wouldn't work for me because I haven't drank for so long anyway. But if I was drinking, I'd be having music on and dancing, not cleaning. But that's just what I do. Oh my gosh. Stars Pepper, you're my husband, I swear. He would love, his dream house would be a castle with a moat, with a drawbridge and everything, the whole 9 yards. So, I guess that would be a yes, because my husband would have to put his 2 cents in, want a moat and a castle. I don't want no castle. I don't freaking want to clean that much. if I had a castle, that's a huge place to clean. I guess if we lived on a commune, though, we could like bribe each other and then helping each other clean each other's houses, right? That would be cool. Just take one day a week and go to one person's house, and then the next week go to another person's house or whatever, and go on down the line so everybody's house is clean. You need some sister power or brotherly power for the men. Hartford Fair, maybe. I didn't think Hartford Fair isn't until August, though. I'm still here, just listening in the background already. A stars prepper with a drawbridge. Gotta have one of them. Oh, get this. We're getting a ton of cancellation because shipping vessels are overbooking containers. My carrier said the BNSF hasn't put in the gating restriction. Hold on, you guys. I got a phone call coming in. Alright, stupid telemarketers. They never leave us alone. Return the loaded containers once they've reached their limit. They closed their gates without any warning. They couldn't return to yesterday. Wow. Woohoo, a moat it is. Now I just have to leave the house and see you. That would help. Yeah, it would help. I can't come to you all the time. I can, but I would not want any mansion without enough money for cleaning for right, Ginger Ninja. I'm simple. I'm a simple woman. I don't need no big house or fancy house or anything like that. I just want something I can manage and clean. I don't need no 5 bedrooms or 20 bedrooms. I'm good. And some of these big, huge mansions with 2 kitchens or 3 kitchens, like, yeah, right. I don't even like cleaning the one I have. Why would I want that many? And that would be my thing. Well, every kitchen would be a disaster and a mess. Hey, Brenda, thanks for coming in. BNSF is a rail yard. Okay. We are calling about your car's extended warrants. Not this time, the last time. Oh my gosh, I hate these cars. Those calls. This time it was donations for the firefighters. You get those calls. I hate these calls. It's nonstop. And speaking of which, I told you guys I went to the food pantry and picked up that food for the hogs and stuff. Well, they also gave me a bottle of this drink mix. I don't drink. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to... Stars Pepper, do you drink? It's called Cranberry Pomegranate Drink Mix. So, I assume you drink this with alcohol or something. Yep. Moisten the edge of a martini glass and roll in sugar. Mix 1 part cream and vodka with 2 parts cranberry pomegranate drink mix. And a shaker over ice. So if you want that Stars Pepper, you can have it. Lady Casca, will that affect the East Coast or mostly just that area? Not on purpose. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I was going to put coffee on, but the best life is talking about coffee. I don't drink no more, but I don't drink no less. See, I don't take that long to clean up the dishes and stuff like that. I just, I don't want to do it. I did some elderberry flowers the other day and been waiting for them to dry out, and they're dry now. So I need to get these off the counter. I'm going to use these for later use. And get one more dish off my counter. Does anybody else find it hard to cook or can with a dirty kitchen? It drives me nuts. I hate canning or cooking in a dirty kitchen. And yesterday I put these radishes initially on the table, so now I have dirt all over my table as well. I've got cherry seeds all over the place that I've collected off my cherry trees. I've got sour cherries, and then I actually got a bag of Bing cherries the other day from the grocery store because I want to try to grow the Bing cherries too. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. Some people I've looked up on YouTube, and they said that they've been successful at growing cherry trees out of the seeds. So we'll see. I don't know. Won't know until I try, right? My dog is being lazy, won't move out of my way. I'm stepping over her. If you're wondering why I'm high stepping. Ugh. It's not. See, I thank you guys for being on here and talking to me while I clean. This is so much better than just being here by myself, trying to clean by myself. Yes, clean space is best. I agree. Hey, Hillbilly Homesteader, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I don't know if I missed anybody else. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. My kids already know Mama ain't starting anything until the kitchen is clean, so they don't even complain dishes because they know when it's clean, they get a great meal. That's awesome. We should be less dependent on globalization and more self-sufficient as much as we're able. 100%, Lady Pasco. How that? Hey, long time no see. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And remember, I'm the same way. I have to have a clean kitchen to cook. Yep. So, Cat Without a Hat, since you're in here, I want to apologize. I know we were talking in your last live, and I was really enjoying myself. And had a really great time talking to you, but things were getting pretty hot and heavy in there, so I wanted to duck out because I didn't want anything to ruin your live stream. But I just wanted to apologize that I just left like that. But I do support you, and I really enjoy your company, and I'm sorry I left like that, but I just wanted to keep your home, your channel, I don't know, drama free, I guess you could say. So that's the only reason I left. Hopefully next time you go live, I can come in without any issues. I know I don't have to apologize, but I figured you seen what was going on and everything. I don't know. Wanted to let you know it was nothing to do with you that was the reason I left. Hopefully, you see, whatever. Hey, Southern Florida. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So, the day before yesterday, I was telling y'all that I have a friend, Moon Phase 5, that we teamed up and behind the scenes we're canning and stuff together. And yesterday she did pinto beans and I did the waffles and stocked them up in the freezer. And then the day before we did ground beef. So I got some more of that done. And then I'll have to run out into my canning shed and get more cans, jars, so I can get ready for the canning of the bacon. Oh goodness, that canner's heavy. But this way everything is laid out. I do this every time I go canning on Goose Live. I just make sure everything's out and washed and good to go. So when it comes time to do everything I need to do, it's all laid out and I'm good. I don't have to worry about nothing. Instead of rushing around. I have new lids in here. I have old lids. I try to use all the new lids. But I do save my old lids and will use them. How many did I just count? 1, 2. That's an old one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can get 7 pints in this one. And I'm gonna do 2 canners. Oh. Oh my goodness. There's my second canner, and my third canner is in my canning shed where it will remain until Star's Pepper comes to pick it up. So I think I can do 5 in the smaller one, I believe. I can't remember. We'll see. So I've got all my dried herbs over here, so I'm gonna just use these to see how many I can get in there. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I might be able to get. Nope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can fit 5 into the little one, which is fine. So that means I need 5 lids. 1. That fruit pectin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I just need rings. 3, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now that's all ready. Oh, my coffee's hot. So I don't have to worry about that again until tomorrow. Who's calling me now? Hello? Telemarketer. Okay, let me check the chat real quick because I was just grooving along and chatting away and haven't been paying attention. Anything I'm working on has to be clean first. Whether it's craft or woodworking or housework, I can't start dirty. Yep. My mom, daughter, and granddaughter will be here in minutes. You are awesome. Great live. Happy Friday, everyone. All right, Stars Prepper, stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I'll talk to you later. Let me know when you're coming over. A pressure canner is next on my list, but maybe a while. I want to do the canning live so bad. Oh, I wish you could get one. It would be awesome to have you up there, the best life. I need to go do some canning with my grandma. I've just been so busy lately. Yes, love to can, cat. All right, best life. I'll see you in a little bit if I'm still on. If not, you have a blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. That's funny because some lives that I'm on or watching, their phone rings and it's the same one as mine as well. And I'm like, is that my phone? And it never is. Funny. I normally don't get phone calls. It's very rare that I ever get phone calls unless it's from like my team of doctors, of all my many, many doctors. Every once in a while I'll have a phone call from like my dad or my friends or something like that, but not very often. I want some more coffee. I'm haven't even ate breakfast or done breakfast yet. Today's just like I don't know, it's like an icky day. It's not raining or anything, but it's overcast and gloomy looking and muggy and hot. I don't know. It looks like it wants to rain, but it's not. What do I want? I don't know what I want. I want coffee. I need my pen. What time is it? 9:30. I haven't had my pen yet this morning. Had to run outside for a bit, or our basset hound cornered a squirrel in the car wheel well. That's funny. All right, get my pain under control. What's everybody else's plans today? Anything big going on? Any projects needing to be done? We still have to. The one last thing we have to do is we got to get the ducks pinned up. I blamed it on the deer, you guys. I blamed the deer for eating my strawberries, and it wasn't the deer. It were my ducks. I can't believe they ate my strawberries. But I got to get those ducks pinned up and clip their wings so they can't fly out. Not only because of the garden is coming into full bloom, but because they are laying eggs. I know they're laying eggs, but I can't find where they're laying. One will lay in the barn one day, and then one will lay outside the barn. They're just plopping them down wherever. So if I want new baby chicks this year of the ducks, I need to get them pinned up so I know what's going on. You're mowing. Ugh. We need to get this yard mowed. Our lawnmower, I don't know if it was the fuse or what, converter or something. I don't know what my husband was telling me about it. I don't listen when it comes to man stuff like that, and parts and pieces, and I don't know, I'm bad. It's like math to me. As soon as it comes in my brain, it goes out the other ear. But something's wrong with the lawnmower, and he hasn't been able to mow for like a week, and it's starting to be like a hay field. So hopefully this month, when he gets his disability check, he'll be able to swing getting whatever part he needs for that mower so we can get the grass mowed. We've got 5 acres here, so when the grass isn't mowed, you know, the snakes and stuff start coming in, and we don't want no snakes, or at least I don't. I walk around barefoot from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed outside, and I never have shoes or anything, flip-flops on when I'm outside, and I don't want to step on a snake. I don't think we have very many poisonous snakes here in Ohio. I think the only thing we have are like, we have the moccasins, which I've never seen one ever. And we have, what do they call that? A timber rattler? Yeah, a timber rattler. But the timber rattlers are more north of us, about 45 minutes north of us, but I haven't seen any around here. But we do get a lot of like black snakes and corn snakes. I gotta do it in spurts. Yeah, I bet, Firefly. I fixed my mower. What was wrong with your mower? I don't work on lawn mowers and things like that. The only thing I'll work on is I'll work on older trucks and older cars, and I'm good with that. I can do that stuff. But when it comes to lawn mowers or four-wheelers or anything like that, it's not my forte. I need to see what I can save from the garden, move animals around, more rain coming in a few days. Oh, I'm so sorry, Moonlight. That stinks. Can you put in a fall garden? I'm not sure what area you're in. All kinds of stuff. Ugh. So it's so hard to maintain all, the equipment you need to maintain around here. I swear almost every year or every other year for Father's Day, I've always bought Barrett a brand new weed eater because I don't know why. If something goes wrong with them, they don't work anymore. And the last weed eater I got him, it just took a crap the other day. So he's going to have to get another weed eater too. They don't make stuff the way they used to. I got to go weed, eat, and clean up my property just a little at a time. Take plants over there, go by my dad's, hang with him and help in his garden. You have a full packed day. It sounds like cat without a hat. It's a lot of work. Oh, okay, you're in North Florida. Wow. Jess, I'm headed to Free Hadley Live. Come over. Firefly, hope it's not humid where you are. Be careful. Oh my, Moonlight, gonna say a protection prayer over you and your animals in your house. Yes. Yes. We've got 14 people in here. I haven't even checked to see how many thumbs up we have. 28, you guys. We got 28 thumbs up. That's awesome. I just mowed behind the house, lying down now. We got 15 people in here now. That's awesome. What the heck? It jumped from 15 to 13? Isn't that funny? It goes so fast. Oh my goodness. I gotta figure out what to pull out. I think I'm gonna do a super quick breakfast. I just mowed behind the house laying down. Now. Oh. I don't know how people mow out in that heat and that humidity. So bad. But then again, I think my husband, when he mows a good 3.5 acres when he mows. And it takes him forever. Even though he's got one of the, I don't know, a Toro lawnmower, something like that. I dropped my phone, so if I accidentally press something on anyone, let me know. I don't think you did. That's funny, though. All right, Thornhaven, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Have a blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you next time. I know who she is, Firefly Farm, but I got 14 people in here right now. Actually, Free Hanley, yeah, she's in Montana. I used to live in Montana, and we've had quite a few discussions about living in Montana. I lived in Montana 8 years. Some were going to Free Hadley Maine. She is doing a live, I think. Cat without a hat. That's okay. Yeah, we got 13 people still in here, so I don't want to abandon ship when we still got people in here watching. If y'all want me to shut it down and go over to Free Hanley, I will, but I won't if you don't want to. I think for this morning, I'm going to do some quail eggs. Anybody eat quail eggs in here? I usually hard boil my quails, eggs, and I eat them that way. And typically I put them in a salad and then you eat them. But since there's only 3 left, I'm going to go ahead and eat them this morning. I'll do some sausage. Oh my goodness. Breaking the house down, y'all. What else? I think that's all I'm gonna have. I don't want to make anything else. I'm being lazy. Oh. Oh, thank you. I love you too. I love everybody in here. No quail eggs for me. They are too small for me. They're fun to eat because they're small though. Never had quail eggs, but I'd eat just about anything. They're good. Everybody always says that like different eggs have different tastes, and what do they always say about they're richer? They're a lot richer. I don't think so. Like, to me, an egg is an egg. It tastes like an egg. I'm in the trees, y'all. You be careful. But I think an egg tastes like an egg, whether, it's duck, quail, chicken, turkey. They all taste the same to me. An egg's an egg. But I do have to say, with duck eggs, I love making deviled eggs out of duck eggs, because they're a lot bigger than a chicken egg, obviously. And you get filled up on them a lot faster. I love them, though. Yeah, hillbilly. Homesteader, you be safe. It's scary. We need to go pull trees out of the creek. Ugh. Usually what happens is my husband walks into the creek and he puts the chain on the trees, and then I'm in the driver's seat and I pull them all out for him. I can taste a small difference, but I'm extremely picky. I used to be, like, when I was younger and a teenager, I was really picky about what I ate. And sometimes I still do it, but not a lot. But I smell food before I'll even put it in my mouth. And I used to be really, really bad about that. If it did not smell good to me, I'm not putting it in my mouth. But when I was 18 and I went crazy and spontaneous, I drove from Ohio. I just left everything in Ohio and went to Montana, and I just traveled all over and went to Washington, Montana, Washington, and I traveled all the way down the coastline, went to California, and ended up in Louisiana, and then basically went back up the coastline to Montana. And I learned a lot from a lot of people. Obviously, I had people that I knew, friends or family or friends of family in each state, which made it possible for me to travel like that. And when I did that, I got to learn a lot of cooking from different families in different states, and I just learned a lot. Went to Louisiana. No offense, I love Louisiana. I stayed in Lake Charles for about 6 months. It was great, but back then I didn't like seafood at all. Anything that came out of water, I did not like the smell of it. I didn't like the taste of it. And that's like basically all they eat there. But even though I didn't eat that food, I still was able to learn how they cooked, and I could cook those dishes for other people that enjoyed it, which was awesome for me. I love to cook for other people and see their reaction of what they eat. And So I learned a lot about cooking, and actually Louisiana was the first place I had ever ate any type of meat rabbit, and it was kind of horrifying finding out that that's what I was eating, but honestly it was really, really good. So I picked up a lot of recipes and techniques and things like that. Good morning, Bitch Chief. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Been a long time since I've seen you. I can definitely taste the difference between store-bought eggs and free-range. Oh, yeah. Now that's totally different. I can totally taste the difference between store-bought and free-range eggs. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was fun. I mean, there's still struggles and stuff, you know, but no life is easy. But I love to travel. When I was younger, and like I said, I was spontaneous. I didn't care. I just up and left when I wanted to. And 90% of the time, I never even told anybody I was leaving. I just packed and went. Not that that was a good choice, but that's just the way I was. Hey, Peter Dell, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. It's always good to see my Aussie friends in here. Colleen Rich, hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Yeah, if I was smart, I probably would have went to culinary school when I was younger, but that's not what I did. I went to a high school here locally, and the high school here is pretty tough, roughneck, bad high school. And I hated that high school so much, and I just wanted out of it. And what was it, freshman, junior? Yeah, junior year, vocational school came in and was offering kids to go to vocational school. I was like, heck yeah, I'm out of this high school. So I signed up for this vocational school, and you get 3 choices of 3 different vocational classes you could take. And of course, my first choice was a medical assistant. The second was automotive. And my third choice was, I didn't even know what it was, but it was called fashion merchandising. And I just put it down because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't like any of the other stuff. Or at least I thought I didn't like any of the other stuff at the time. And of course, I got thrown into fashion merchandising. I had no idea what I was getting into. And I mean, it was all right. It was easy A's. I got perfect grades for the last 2 years of high school, and I did really well, but they didn't teach you anything that, I don't know, it wasn't like life skills they taught you or anything. I'm learning about Versace and Gucci and Chanel and the fashion industry. And I guess you could have like graduated high school and went into like the fashion industry, sewing or wedding planning or anything like that, but that was just not me. And the girls that were in these classes, they were just all about name brands and looking good and stuff, and that was not me at all. My motive was always survival and trying to live. I just didn't fit in at all. We did get to do 2 class trips my sophomore and senior year, which was fun. Sophomore year, we got to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was a blast because back then I was all into the Doors and Janis Joplin and the Beatles and things. So going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was pretty awesome. And then our senior trip, it was whatever. It was at Chicago, and we got to go down Michigan Avenue, but we went there for fashion shows and basically to shop. went to all these designer stores like Diesel and things like that. And that's just never been my style. I've never been into designer clothes or anything like that. And they did, though, on off of Michigan Avenue, they had this rock and roll cafe, and they had the Harley Davidson shop there. And I wanted to go to the Harley Davidson shop so bad. That's all I wanted. And everybody was like, no, we're not going there. We don't want to go there. So we didn't get to go. So I was like really bummed. But fashion merchandising was like not anything that I've ever used in my life. But the point of that story is, if I was smart, I would have tried to get into culinary arts. Maybe I could have taken that career further than I ever did fashion. I have no fashion sense at all. Yes, the best school is life itself. I 100% agree. But I just wish that, like, you know, these schools would teach more life skills and stuff. By the time I got into high school, they had taken away home ec. They took away everything. So I didn't learn how to sew in home ec. I didn't learn cooking or anything like that. And I think that we definitely need those skills, and especially this generation that's growing up. And I know a lot of women my age that I've met in life or on YouTube or whatever, you know, whether the situation is they lost their mother or their mother wasn't a very good mother or whatever. Like, my mother passed away when I was 14, and she never taught me how to cook or, I guess, properly take care of a house or sew or anything like that. So she kind of, I don't know what you'd say. She just didn't teach me those skills, and school didn't teach those skills either, so it kind of sucks. I've just learned as life goes on how to do them, or on YouTube. A lot of my friends and stuff like that have taught me things, which is really awesome to have this community on YouTube, because there's always somebody out there that knows something that you don't. Moonlight Gypsy, I have no fashion sense. You're cracking me up. I don't really have any fashion sense either. I mean, I go to Goodwill and pick up clothes, and that's what I wear. I'm sorry I left. The doctor came in here. I had to talk with her. No, that's cool. It's all right. We're just chit-chatting. And I'm stuffing my face. I must be warming up outside because it's starting to get really hot in here. It's almost 10 o'clock. I think I'm learning something new every day from people here, right? I do too. Awesome. And it's so great too to be able to have, you know, people around you that you can ask questions to. Like, you know, there's so many people in the community, whether it's prepping or gardening or homesteading or whatever. If I don't know something, I'll straight tell everybody I don't know. But I will reach out and try to find those answers so I know and other people will know. But I don't know it all. There's no way. There's too much out there to know. What is that, Peter Dow? I don't know what that is. Just having an old-fashioned chin flag. Haven't heard from my mom in a while. Tried to call her, so I don't know. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay too, Kat. Almost 10 o'clock. Wow, here in Melbourne, Australia, it's 11:55 p.m. Friday night. You're in the future, Peter. Can you please tell me the lottery numbers? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Moonlight Gypsy. A chinwag is an Australian way of saying having a chat with people. Oh. I like that. I see, and like the Australians, they talk so different from us. I'm always learning something new from them. They always have these different words. I can't repeat them because I can't say them because I have such a strong, I guess, Southern accent, white girl accent. I don't know what you call it. But I love the words that they say. Susanna, it's 7:55 here in Colorado. Oh, yeah, that's right. You are in Colorado. I have family in Colorado, too. Where do I have family? I can't remember. Denver, or it's somewhere near Denver, Colorado. It's a town outside of Denver. Yeah, I can say good day, mate. I like that one. But, like, what you guys call your chickens, for some reason, I can't say that. I can't get it out. I don't know. I'm trying to. I can't even. I'm thinking about it. I can't say it. Peter Dowdy, you know Bomber Steve and Julianne over at Sweeney Creek Farms. They're always teaching me new words. Yes. I just can't say it. Chooks. Kooks. I don't know. Heard good day. I watch Crocodile Dundee. I love Crocodile Dundee. You know what my all-time favorite Australian movie is, though? And I just watched it the other night. I watch it all the time. It'll be my favorite movie for the rest of my life. Is The Man from the Snowy River. Have any of you seen that? It is like the best movie ever. I was really upset though because I wanted to watch the second movie. There's Man from the Snowy River, and then the Man from the Snowy River Returns, I think is what it's called. And they had the free version of Man from the Snowy River on YouTube, and I watched it, and I was all pumped up to watch the second one. YouTube did not have the second one. I was so mad. Your brother-in-law looks just like him. Moonlight Gypsy, Crocodile Dundee brought Australia to America. Yeah. I watched a weird Australian movie called Dollhouse. I know that one. I have to be careful. I don't know. Dollhouse kind of sounds creepy. But I have to watch. I have to be careful about what I watch at night because I have some very vivid, very detailed, crazy dreams. And they're nightmares, really. What was it? It wasn't last night, but the night before I watched a movie, or tried to watch a movie before I fell asleep. Oh, it was a true story, too. It was not a documentary, but it was based on a true story, and it was about these women that worked for, like, Wendy's or fast food restaurants, and they were young. I shouldn't say women. They were, like, young, 16, 17-year-old girls, and they were getting, like, sexually assaulted over the phone. Like, it was a creepy movie, but it was really good, and I couldn't quit watching it until I fell asleep. But it was just like, these people were so ignorant, and that movie made me so mad. I was yelling. But these young girls that worked at this Wendy's restaurant all over the country, wherever, some random guy, I don't know who this guy was, he would call in and say that this girl, he would describe the girl or whatever, and then say that she stole money from the register, from a purse or whatever. She had to be locked into the storage room or whatever, and that the manager needed to strip search them and and they'd give them like explicit nasty things to do, and basically she would get assaulted by the managers or co-workers or whatever. It was very disturbing, and I can't believe these people were just so naive and dumb enough to listen to the officer that was portraying himself as an officer over the phone. Like, who does that? It was an insane movie. But anyways, the point of it is I watched half of that movie, and because usually if I don't watch the end of a scary movie, for some reason my brain makes up the end of that movie. My imagination just goes wild. And that night, that next morning, I woke up in hot sweats. I was freaking out. I was having horrible nightmares. I'm like, no more scary movies. And that wasn't even really scary. It was a true movie. I'm like, nope, no more. That's enough. Hey, Ark Wildman, thanks for coming in. Good morning. It's good to see you. It just gone over midnight here. Must head off and get some shut-eye until we meet again. Best wishes to you, Jess, and friends. You got this. All right, Peter Dow. Thank you for coming in. I hope you have a blessed night. And stay happy, healthy, and safe. And we'll talk to you again soon. How you doing, Ark Wildman? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I was telling everybody here that we'll be... Oh, my goodness. I just dropped my tobacco everywhere. Oh, what a mess. See? Something always happens, not planned. I was just telling everybody that I'll be picking up 6 chickens today from a neighbor, bringing them down. And they'll have to probably stay in the cage. I'll have to give them water and feed. But because I don't put my chickens in, like the new chickens that I'll be getting, I won't put in with the old chickens because they'll be doing their pecking rank. And so after we pick those up, in the evening when everybody goes to roost at night, I will put the new chickens in there, and then that way it'll basically fool the other chickens. When they wake up the next morning, they think that they've been there all night, so they don't peck on them or pick on them or anything. Funny, I was talking about that, I don't know, a week ago or something like that with somebody, and they didn't know that trick. I thought everybody knew that trick. Good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. I can't believe I just made this huge mess. We need to get out fishing too. I've never, like, I went fishing before. I've caught fish, but we always catch it to release. And Ark's been doing fishing videos and cooking videos with his fish, and it's really intrigued me. I want, now that I eat seafood and fish and stuff that comes out of water, I really, really want to catch my own fish and cook it and try it. I've never ate a fresh fish like that. So Ark Wildman always gives me some motivation to do new things. So I need to go fishing so I can catch a fish and try eating and cooking my own fish. See how it goes. Any tips, anybody in here? Have you done that? I know I do like, I've only been eating fish and seafood now for about 2 years, which to me is not very long at all. But I have tried trout, store-bought trout, and I've liked that. I think it basically tastes like salmon. And I like salmon. I like tuna. And I think that's all the fish I've ever tried to eat so far. I've tried like crab legs, which I like, obviously, and I like shrimp and things like, well, I like prawns more than I do shrimp, but I haven't like went crazy trying different fish. I guess there's some fish. I love fresh catfish. Yeah, I've never tried catfish before. But I'm scared to try catfish because everybody around here that I talk to that has caught catfish and ate it says it tastes like mud. But I think it's because of the way they're cooking it, right? I don't know. I have no idea. Now I gotta clean this mess up, y'all. Keto, watch out, baby. Ew, I forgot. I gotta go pick up my prescription today too sometime. I swear I heard a car door. Guess not. I'm hearing stuff. Let's see what chat's saying. Have patience is important. Relax and enjoy the experience. Catfish is great. Just gotta know how to cook it. Yep. We're going to the Adirondacks next week, and bullheads are great up there. I can't say I've ever had frog or bullheads. All right, the chickens are fed, and the dog is empty. What was I going to say? Oh, I did one time. It probably was not a very good idea. But I went, before I was keto, this was years and years ago, I went to a Chinese restaurant here locally, and they had frog legs at the buffet. And I tried the frog legs at this Chinese buffet, and they were horrible. They were just disgusting. But that was before I ate seafood, and like I said, it probably wasn't the best choice to try it at a Chinese buffet for the first time. I think it's kind of a waste, and it's kind of sad. Like, I guess unless you have like really big, huge bullfrogs or something. But like, I don't know, it just seems like such a waste to just eat frog legs and throw everything else away. It's kind of sad. Hey, JW Survivor, how you doing? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I gotta turn this air on. Oh, gosh. I'm starting to sweat. So what's your plan today, Ark Wildman? You going on a nature walk or fishing or swimming? You had a baby calf the other day too, I seen. So cute. going to do a Fire It Up Friday. That's right, it's Friday, isn't it? I need to catch up on the last two you done. I haven't had time. What are you owing about, Steve? Oh, the heifer calf. That's awesome. It's a heifer calf, too. We had a heifer calf last month. It's still up at the neighbors. My heifer is at the neighbors and the calf is up at the neighbors, but we're trying to get material together to put up a fence on the property. Our fence got washed out last spring, so we got to put up a new fence, and as soon as we can accomplish that, the cows will come back down here, and I can't wait. I miss my fresh milk and my kefir and all the stuff I make, my mozzarella out of my milk. I can't wait to have it back. Is that the heifer that just had the calf a milk cow, or is it a beef cow? I love the dogs. What are you watching, Steve? You have me confused now. Are you watching Ark Wildman? It's a beef cow. Okay. You only have milk goats, right, Ark? You don't. Do you have a milk cow? What kind of fence do you use for the cows, Jess? Well, we were using just T-post and hot wire, but like I said, that got washed out. And also, we want to go across the creek this time. Before we had the fence before the creek. Now we want to go on the other side of the creek so that they can get down in there and drink the water or whatever. But we're going to try to do, I've been collecting wooden posts, like real tall wooden posts, and we're going to try doing that. And instead of doing a hot wire, we want to try to do, I don't know what you call it. It's like not cattle panels, but cattle fencing. And it's a little bit shorter, but I think that will work out pretty well. I've been checking out fences locally, people that have cattle around here, and that's what they've been using. So that's what I want to try to do this time. You like swimming at night? Not unless it's warm. Not unless it's hot out. The thing is that our creek is spring fed. Like all of our spring water goes into the creek. So our creek is super, super cold. It's ice cold no matter what time of the year it is. So the only time I really go swimming is if we have the means to set up our swimming pool, or we go to a neighbor's pond. Woven wire, yes. That's what it is. This phone this morning, these telemarketers are on it. All right, JW, thank you so much for coming in. Have a blessed day. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we'll see you next time. All right, y'all. I've been on here exactly 3 hours now. We've dropped down to 7 people in the chat. I also need to get my day started and get outside. But I do want to say how much I appreciate you all for coming in, supporting me and chatting with me this morning. It was so great to see you. Again, Steve, thank you so much for stopping by and letting me know you're okay. I'm still sending prayers to you for a healthy recovery and hopefully a quick one. But I thank you all for coming in, and I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you again soon. Stay blessed.